Yeah, his. I remember his kit wasn't that crazy. They buffed him to be that crazy. Yeah. Oh. Sadly. Oh, that was just great. Oh, dude, no, by Equinox, by Equinox, grinding her shit out is fucking annoying. I just blasted them with randoms. Ugh. Oh, dude, just wait till he unlocks Octavia. Yeah, just wait till he unlocks Octavia. Being able to make your own songs, hell yeah. Boom, 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 boom. Hmm. You're gonna 50%. Oh, dude, 75 is great. Hell yeah, dude. Mmm. It's Friday. Yeah. What happened to this game? I questioned. Ooh. Ludwig doubled down and now crashing out. Let's go. Lululemon. Get the
For
fuck out of here.
some reason, we are here once again.
Oh yeah, now the ad block's
I
kicking in.
don't know
Let's
why
go.
we're here once again, but Ludwig, for some reason, can't keep my name out of his mouth. And he's now trying to paint me as a disingenuous content creator. When I showcase you guys the reason why he's painting me as a disingenuous content creator, and when he goes on record saying that he'd rather kill myself than him watch any of my videos, and then he proceeded to watch.
Oh yeah, right. Alexander. What was that girl's name again? The one that gets switched to two people. Yeah, Equinox. I would suggest what is buying her shit because she is probably one of the most annoying warframes to get still to this day. Because you have to kill a boss multiple times. And the thing about it is that the boss is not that hard. It just takes a little longer because it's one of those ones where it has phases, and and then you have to get all the blueprints for the day and night phase, and uh three pieces. The was Yeah, and then oh wait, no, even better. It's even worse. You have to form them to you have to form them together. So no, that's a different one. No, that's a different one. You have to you have to make. No, he's getting it all wrong. You have to form together the night form and the day form separate. But you could, well, obviously you can make them like all in the same time. But to form both of them together is 3 days. And what is it? And for you to make the character, you have to have the crafted day and night form, and fuse it with the blueprint, which is another 3 days. It takes one whole week to make that character. Yes, it is. It is. Chroma is. It's a week. Yeah, it's bad. They're all 3 days. The only one that's been the shortest is that one girl. Yeah, Comey. Mm-hmm. Oh, it's massively different. It's not the same. They made it significantly easier, which is great. Free to play game, by the way.
Watch both of my videos, I think you guys are going to start putting the pieces together. I want to make this very clear. I have had no issue with Ludwig before any of this. None. I have no desire to make these fucking videos. But when you are once again blasting my name to hundreds of thousands of people, I really don't know what you want me to do. Just stop saying my fucking name so I can move forward with my life. Am I going to complain about getting another YouTube video? No. But if there's one thing I'm not gonna fucking tolerate, it's being called disingenuous when my entire fucking shtick is being as genuine as fucking possible. I've gotten to so much shit because I tell the truth, even out of fault, even when it makes me look like shit. So if you are new here, and if you are interested in seeing everything going on with this completely self-orchestrated disaster that Ludwig just will not stop causing upon himself, and I want to make this very clear, no one is causing this guy's misfortune rather than his own
Yeah.
stubbornness and the ability to not take accountability for anything. Like, comment, subscribe on this video. We got 10,000 new subs from the last one, and I greatly appreciate that. And turn the bell on for all notifications because, God forbid, I'm not dealing with this fucking child for free. And I mean this generally, guys. I'm 31 years old, and I feel like I'm speaking to autistic children because these kids don't get what a normal human being who has empathy looks like when they're fucking 29. So Ludwig, oh Ludwig.
When they're 29, dude, Ludwig is literally 30 years old. But man just lives out his life as if he's 20.
I will explain to you how normal human beings work who haven't been groomed by the internet. So here's the clip of Ludwig calling me out. We're gonna watch everything in its totality, no clipping out of context. There's a 2-minute whole segment.
Ludwig says he and Mango talked and that Mango asked him to not speak more on the controversy. Thinks people aren't being genuine. Points out Tectone following Mango on Twitter. A lot of people want me to take accountability. I said my piece. If you don't F with me, that's totally chill. Don't need to be liked. Oh, bullshit, bro.
Let's go ahead and talk about it. Yeah, leave a comment on what you guys think. After this, we're going to be talking about Asmongold's reaction on this and his issues with Ludwig, as well as XQC's as well. Misery loves company, and I hope you guys are as miserable with me because every single time I have to deal with somebody on this platform, I just use a little bit more faith in humanity. There's a reason why I uploaded the video called Streamers Fucking Disgust Me yesterday, although I couldn't upload that title because I would get demonetized. You know, making $100 for the video sounded pretty nice.
There are going to be a lot more drama heads today, okay? I won't lie about it. It is what it is. But
do you want to know why this drama is happening, Ludwig? Because you can't just say that you fucked up and you're sorry. And it's really not that hard.
Yeah.
Nobody wants to cancel your career. We just want to see some fucking accountability. Let me rephrase that. I don't care. Listen, Ludwig, you at your worst, you're a disingenuous piece of shit bad friend, right? That's it at your worst. Right, but at your best, I acknowledge that you've done some good. And by the way, me saying that isn't good for my own channel. You know as well as I know, the thing that I should be saying right now is, this guy, he's a piece of shit. I hate everything he stands for. But I'm not going to sit here and inflate my views to be more extreme in order to fart more of the hate crowd against you. I don't fucking care, brother. I just want you to fucking shut up and try to stop painting me in a bad light because you're upset because I'm telling the truth about you. And by the way, there's way too many content creators who say I'm talking shit about them when all I'm doing is talking about factual things that have happened. I don't care. Just fucking let's grow up here for the love of God. All right, let's get into it more.
in this world, we can only control the things we can control, and I can't control my reputation. I can't control the way people.
Yes, you can, brother.
Yes, you can. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? You can't control your reputation. Yes, you can. like what is he talking about? You can absolutely control your reputation. What do you mean? Just don't be a piece of shit. That's literally all it is.
If you were to just say, man, I feel fucking horrible about a situation that I let Mango be in. I shouldn't have done that. I shouldn't have given alcohol to an alcoholic. And going forward, I will make sure to be more responsible with the people I invite. You would have farmed W's and nobody would have even talking about this. But Ludwig, your problem is you
It's
only
true.
talk about things.
It's absolutely true. I think if he did say it in that way, I don't think people. I think he still would have got a little bit of pushback, but the way how he responded, oh boy, oh yeah, people are gonna have give him some massive pushback. It's like, brother, you fucked up this guy's career. Just to say that you had what is it, it was all his fault and all that stuff. It's like, yeah, okay, I agree. It was his fault. However, the entire blame isn't his. It's also you too. You are also the blame.
And apologize for things once they become mainstream. But if you can skirt by before anybody talks about it, you have zero accountability. You can control your reputation to a certain degree. Now, I understand some people will hate to hate, but to
Yep.
say that in totality that you can't control anything, it's just a fucking lie.
Yeah.
People feel about me. Now I did talk to Mango actually. I talked to Mango. He reached out. We talked a bit. And I have some thoughts and opinions that I thought about speaking, but he asked
Yeah, but I got to formulate them scientifically to make them as least offensive as possible. Keep going.
of me to not speak on it.
You're full of shit. You are absolutely full of shit. There is no way Mango reached out to you and said, don't talk about it at all. And don't take any accountability. And don't and make sure to double down that you feel no guilt.
Yeah.
Because here's
No.
the thing. You said that Mango said that he reached out to you and he said, don't talk about it. That's crazy after you've already talked about it 3 times. Said that you're doubling down and you feel no guilt and you have no regrets. So full of shit, it's insane. Jesus Christ.
And I think that's a fair request. He said, I want to take it on the chin. I think the drama is dying out. He's spending time with his kid. He started.
Do you want to know why the drama with Mango is dying out and the drama with you is perpetuating, Ludwig? Do you want to know why that is? That's because the moment he fucked up, before anybody even said anything,
Yeah.
he put out 5 tweets expressing how humiliated he was with himself and how he deserved all the misfortune coming to him.
Yeah, because yeah. I saw some of them, and yes, it is true because it's like, here's the thing, the the controversy it is dying on Mango's part. I agree, it is, but the part that isn't dying out is Ludwig's because you know as Will was stated, he refused to take accountability, and says, and I think I don't know if this was this clip or the different clip, but I think it might be this clip where he mentions that what is it, he feels nothing about it, and I'm like, bro, I'll be honest with you, man, it's bad, it's bad, and knowing the fact that all this could have been avoided if he did not invite him, and on top of that, what made it even worse was he went out of his way to invite a well-known alcoholic that he knows, that he knows, uh, and encouraging him to constantly drink more and more alcohol, raising pretty much lethal blood levels that, if consumed by a normal person, would have killed them. But given that he's a alcoholic, he was able to push through it. What is it? Than an average drinker. That's the part that people have a problem with. It's not because it's not as yeah. I mean, the Mango, he did all this stuff. What is it? Humping the what is it? The mushroom crab. What is it? Right next to the girls and things like that. Yeah, I get that. A lot of the other stuff, a lot of that is bad. But it makes it even worse. It all of that is bad. You know, him getting, you know, him getting blasted and all that. But as I said, it all could have been avoided if you did not invite him, and you did, and of course you did not encourage him to keep drinking. That is your fault, Ludwig.
That is why no one is talking about Mango still. That is why. And that's
Yeah.
good because Mango fucked up tremendously. And
Mm-hmm.
he needs help and he needs to get medicated and he needs to go to Alcoholics Anonymous meetings because quitting alcohol is very fucking difficult.
Oh
Day one of
yeah.
not drinking yesterday.
Oh yeah. I shared I shared that story the other day too. Was that even my own father had his own he had a hard time quitting alcohol as well. Because when you or when your body is so used to consuming a high amount of whatever it is, it doesn't have to be solely alcohol. It could be alcohol, sugar, uh what is it? Maybe even fat and some other things. When your body is so used to consuming such a high amount of these, and as soon as you stop, like practically cold turkey, your body reacts to this. Oh yeah, it reacts to it 100%, and that's what happened to him. His body reacted to it. Uh, I think um I think he slowly, I think, started drinking a bit less and less and less and less, to the point that his what is it that his body didn't really depend on it anymore or something like that. But also he was but also he was in a lot of support with other people around him too. I think that they themselves were, what is it, where I don't know if they were all drinkers, but he did have support with them as support with his with the friends that he had at I think at this time, I think we were going to church, and he had some a lot of support there too. So that's what really helped them recover and things like that. And also, what is it? And the funny thing is that my dad would empty like beer cans and things like that. I think my oldest brother would bring, and he would get upset. But I think, I don't know. I think it's because at the time he just did not want alcohol around him. That's mainly why. So my oldest brother would get upset. He'll get like he would get pretty upset. But I think he needed to understand that this is his temptation. This is, you know, this is his weakness, you know. And I think later my brother understood that. That's the reason why he never brought more any of that stuff around him and stuff. But yeah, very interesting.
Wow. I'm not even going to weigh in on that. Let's keep going.
Which is dope. And like I think genuinely
Progress, but it's like, all right, let's keep going.
there's a perception of Mango that people have in their mind, but they don't actually care about him. I don't think they'll be in his stream when he's back to streaming in a month or whenever it is.
Dude, look at all
It
this
doesn't
chat.
matter if people care about Mango or not. It doesn't matter if they're going to be in a stream or not. That's not how you judge someone's loyalty or their credibility or their kinship for one person. Having a general worry for people just because they're a common human is pretty much it. I don't need to see someone dying on the street to want to help them, but I won't help them unless they're my friend. If someone's injured in the street, I will make sure to call an ambulance for them and make sure they're taken care of, and then I will continue upon my day. That doesn't mean that I'm going to send them letters and now become best friends with them. It's just common empathy for another human. And I don't get how shit of a take it is saying, all these people
Oh, really? I'll be honest with you. I don't really feel that way at all with strangers. I don't know. That's just me.
who are pretending to care about Mango, they don't actually care about Mango. They're not going to watch his streams. It's not even about that. You don't need to have
No,
that
it's
deep
not.
of a level of kinship, of affinity for someone to want to make sure that they're okay and to not die of alcohol poisoning when they're a fucking known alcoholic and then go around sexually
Yeah.
harassing women. You don't want them to fucking
Yep. And then there's an infamous clip of Ludwig being a huge moron, just yelling at the top of his lungs, Let's raise those numbers. There it is. It's like, bro, you were the catalyst of Mango's downfall, and you refused to believe that.
Do that. You don't need to be their friend to do what's right for the common man. Like, what are we doing here?
Insanity.
This is the most robotic take. I'm a lizard man sent from the UFOs. Supreme Leader, I'm going on my mission. How do I blend in with the humans? You must only take care of the people who you grow close with. Ignore all non-doers. Yes, sir. Skin suit on. Hello? Can people not care for a stranger? Like, this is sociopathic levels of misunderstanding what it means to be human. Ludwig, I'm pretty sure you've
I'll be honest with you, man. I don't feel that way about strangers. I really don't.
seen Hunter x Hunter. I'm pretty sure you've gone on record saying the Chimera Ant arc is your favorite arc. Is this a different streamer? The entire purpose of the Chimera Ant arc is existentialism, aka what it means to be a human. Maybe rewatch that because you can care for a stranger even though you don't know them. And I can't believe I'm having to fucking describe basic empathy to a 29-year-old man.
30-year-old.
Shit,
He's
what
30
the
years
fuck?
old.
This is psychotic.
He's 30.
And
And dude, these dumb.
I'll be honest with you. Man's been 30 years old. I'll be for real with you. Man's been 30 years old. Probably as soon as he hit 29, or maybe close to 28. You're practically 30 at that point. But as I mentioned earlier, he's someone that just what is it, mentally wise, just hasn't grown up past 21.
You friends in chat? What the fuck? Holy shit. Yeah, guys, Mango said he doesn't want me taking accountability, so I'm just respecting his wishes. Yeah, dude, true. Big true. Absolutely.
like,
3 more years, guys, and he'll unlock it. We all know what he's unlocking in 3 years.
he was messaging me. He was like, Tectone followed me. Who the fuck is Tectone? Like, you know what I'm saying? It's like, it's not a very genuine pursuit of the people who speak on Mango's behalf.
Okay.
Ooh.
So let me
okay.
get this right.
Ooh, there you go. Man, what is it? Man threw some shade and salted the wound too. Ooh. Wait, one person put one. Wait, what was that? Wait, what does that say? By Terminal, they're all just babies who have never drank or been around those environments. It doesn't mean it's a good thing, you fucking idiot.
Even though I have said multiple times, I have no idea who Mongo is. I have no idea who C9 Mango is. I barely even know what C9 is. Besides
Yeah.
some guy named Medios who was a fucking dick 9 years ago and didn't show up to Good Games Con in Canada. That's about my extent of C9 knowledge. Let me get this right. So because I just now followed him, after me explicitly saying, check every single video. Check every single video, Ludwig. I have said multiple times, I have no idea who the fuck this guy is. But here's the thing, Ludwig. I don't need to know someone to want to make sure someone is okay.
Yeah, honestly, I didn't know about who Mangle was either. And C9, dude, I completely forgot C9 was even an organization. I think the last time I heard about Cloud9, which was, I think Gears of War 4, I think. I think Cloud9 was in Gears of War 4. I think.
Do you want to know why I followed him, Ludwig? Do you want to know why I followed him? Because when I saw a guy in a room with 100 other people and not a single one of them was his friend and attempted to mitigate any of the life-ruining things that he did on camera because he was blackout drunk, and honestly, the guy's probably a little bit weird too, I still have enough empathy and care for the common man. I was going to reach out to him and hopefully.
Oh, well, I mean, I understand what he means. However, I not saying that it's any better. It's not. But I will say that at the end of the day, it was Ludwig's guest at the end of the day. So, yeah.
Help him provide with him a therapist, maybe an easy way to talk about his issues and to get into a support program for his alcoholism. Do you want to know why that is, Ludwig? Because I have had family members who have suffered from alcoholism. and it's not good. These people become
I mean, didn't Ludwig's dad die from what is it, from alcoholism? So like, how is that something that he doesn't understand either?
unrecognizable. Now, Ludwig, I know that you too have a family member who suffered from alcoholism,
Yeah.
so I would hope that you would get this. But the fact that you think that I'm following him because I'm disingenuous? No, I went to follow him because I want to help this guy with his issues because I know nobody else is going to, or at least that's the perception that I got. You want to paint me
yeah.
disingenuous because I'm down.
Absolutely. I mean, I mean, I would I would understand that perspective 100% because I mean, literally the one dude that invited you to this party who he knew what for I think he said for more than 10 years, uh practically left you out to dry, threw you under the bus and let you get all the blame. Oh yeah.
Down to help the common man? Ludwig! What type of reptilian robot are you? Did Hassan, your daddy, tell you to say that? Is that the reason why you've said my name now 3 times in a negative context when all I have done is say the provable truth about you? This shit is disgusting. Like what in the fuck are you even trying to say about me? Hey, this guy went to go follow him. He only followed him after all this shit. Yeah, because I didn't fucking know him. Yeah, but if you're not friends with someone for at least 3 years and 6 days, you don't get to follow them and talk to them because you want to help them? What? Jesus. You think I have something to gain?
Yeah, and as I said, he knew that what is it? He knew this. Ludwig knew Mango for a long ass time, not willing to help him. I'm like, nigga, what does that say about you? Knowing this dude for years, while Tectone here, you know, doesn't even know the dude. Started following him and say, hey man, what is it? This is what you could do to get help and all that shit. And yeah, Tectone's the bad guy, brother. This is your homie. This well, quote unquote homie. This was your quote unquote friend. This was all of that, and yet you're the one who what is it? You're the one who caused what is it? Caused the downfall of his career. You you serious?
From helping Mango? No. Do you think I disclosed any of that publicly? No. You are forcing me to. And this shit is weird as fuck. Good lord, what a fucking loser, bro. Just a straight up idiot. Do you know how many, and by the way, if you're a content creator here, feel free to tweet this out. Feel free to DM Ludwig. Feel free to leave a comment on this YouTube channel. Do you know how many content creators I have reached out to that I don't know at all? Because they've come underneath heat on the internet, because they're in an issue on the internet, because they need more money on the internet, because they are looking to further their career on the internet? Hundreds. Here's a fun little fact, Ludwig. You can check my tweets from 2 weeks ago. Do you know how many people I reached out to that I didn't even fucking know to help them join on Kick because they said they wanted to? Well over 400, Ludwig. Yes, it's true. You can talk to people you don't know and still want to help people you don't know, even if you disagree what they've done.
Hey man, what is it? The only people that he talks to is only the people in his friend group, which of course I don't really think there's anything wrong with that. But I'm just saying, you know, he's only talking to people in this friend group and probably yes men or probably people who not gonna question him and things like that. So yeah. What do you think Emiru's not part of the group? She questioned him and then guess what? Kicked out immediately. But actually, that's probably not true. I don't even know if she's even part of the group but anyway.
I think Mongo needs help with his alcohol issue, and I think he needs therapy. I don't need to know someone to want to help someone. Do you understand that? I'm not like you LA fucks who only want to help people who can help them with their career. Ain't nobody helped me with my career at all. You joined OTK. My numbers stagnated when I joined OTK. I didn't get help from shit. Maybe more recently, Asmon, more Pegasus, you know, the slop tubers, they've been very kind to me. But I didn't do anything for them as a means to up those numbers, like you would say. I help people because I like helping people. Does that make sense to you? Do you get that? Do you understand that, Ludwig? No, I mean this genuinely. Genuinely, do you get this? I like helping people, even if I don't know them. Now, in your mind, you may not get that because your daddy tells you, oh no, this Tectone guy, he's a horrible piece of shit. Yeah, dude, of course. Of course I am. But for anybody else who hasn't bought into your daddy's augmented sense of reality, you'll understand that I like helping people and not asking anything for return, even if I think these people are pieces of shit. Because I understand everybody has bad phase in their life. I understand everybody has issues they've caused or problems they've caused in their life. I understand that there's two types of people in this world. There are people who have been convicted of their crimes and people who have not been convicted of their crimes. Nobody is pure on this earth. Now, Disney, the media, will be able to explain to you that, well, there's really bad guys, and you'll be able to tell because they'll have flies following.
No, what is the actuality wise, you'll never really know who are really the bad guys. Here's the thing. There's some people that you can practically, when you could kind of see, you could clearly see that when you see some of them, you're like, oh, these guys are in bad faith or you could kind of tell they're gonna maybe they're gonna do something. But I'll be honest with you, the real bad guys are the people is going to be the least expected. Oh yeah, the most expected. Oh, I'll be honest with you, predictable. But when it gets really crazy, when it really hurts, and such things like that, is the ones that are unpredictable that you did not see, and etc. Those are the ones that get real damn shocking.
Them in a dark black aura, and then there's really good guys who have nice frou-frou puffed up hair and really nice overshirts and really cleaned up eyebrows, and these are the good guys. These are the good guys. No, everybody is a shade of gray on this earth. I understand everybody has their own faults, but to call me disingenuous because I want to help someone who I think needed help, whether I even fuck with this guy or not, and I'll be real, I don't. You're right, Ludwig. I'm not going to talk to this guy at all. I'm going to say, hey brother, recommend you get some help for your alcoholism. Recommend you get somebody to talk to. If you need help with me hooking you up with an online counselor, you let me know.
Yeah.
You want to call me disingenuous for that? Pathetic.
And I know that.
May God have mercy on your soul.
Because I speak to Mango. Because I am still friends with him. And I banned him from my.
Yeah, I'll be real, man. With friends like you, man, Mango does not need enemies. That's great.
Hell yeah, Rexy. Dude, this controversy is not dying down for Ludwig. It's crazy. Dude, I'm like, bro. and the thing about it too is that what makes it even more crazier is that nobody, well, I wouldn't exactly say nobody, but the upsets of Mango is going down to the point that no one really cares about the thing going on with Mango anymore. It's more of like what Ludwig did to Mango and everything. It's like, bro, it is so bad and so crazy that I'm not surprised. Yeah, I'm not surprised about this. Pyrocynical? Oh, I don't know, man. I haven't seen any recent videos of Pyrocynical. I only saw like one for like a week ago.
Hey, brother. Yep.
Events because.
Look at that. You even conditioned your little pussy chat to go ill whenever my name's typed. Wow. Good for you. Good for you. You want to know why they type ill when you talk about me, Ludwig? Because these are the people, and I can tell that your chat's just as retarded as the people who you associate yourself with. These people have bought into an augmented sense of reality of things that have never fucking happened. Congratulations. Are you proud? Are you proud? Very good, man. Look at that. You got a couple of puppies. They type ew whenever you type Tectone. Very cool. Isn't that so cool? Look at how smart and informed your chat is. That's amazing. I wonder how many of those people follow Hassan. Let's keep going here.
Yeah, probably more than half.
I felt I had to because my girlfriend and my girlfriend's best.
Oh, and by the way, and I'll try to find this clip later. Someone typed Tectone Goat in this chat and they banned him. Do you think I'm going to ban someone for typing W Ludwig? Do you know how small you have to be to where you say, oh man, if you type W Tectone, I'm gonna ban you? Jesus. What a small, spineless little man you are.
Best friend Maya are in my room at 2 a.m. telling me that they felt really uncomfortable at my own event. So I think a lot of people want me to take accountability.
You know what's crazy, Ludwig? How you would need your friends for them to tell you that they were uncomfortable. You couldn't even notice? Do you know how retarded you have to be to need someone to tell you that?
Very socially. God, that's ew, dude. Yeah, you gotta be illiterate to see the people like being pretty damn uncomfortable, really.
Everybody would know that if they had fucking eyeballs, brother.
I think I said my piece on it. And I think...
Yeah, by the way, he said... Let's go back here so we can hear this again.
I think a lot of people want me to take accountability. I think I said my piece on it. And I think if people don't fuck with me, that's totally chill.
Him addressing it is saying that he has no regrets, and he doubles down on everything not being his fault. Which, by the way, even in California, bartenders are responsible for the people who they serve alcohol to.
Yeah, there it is. I've mentioned that shit. I think it was like the last video. I think it was the last one I did. I mentioned that shit too. Bartenders, I don't know about clubs. Clubs, that might be a different scene, but bartenders are absolutely accounted for for the people inside the bar for how fucked up they get. When someone's blasted drunk, they have to help them out. But if they see that someone's getting pretty wasted, they will kick them out because they are 100% responsible for how how deep that person gets, how deep a drunkenness that they get in a bar. 100%. I don't know if in other places is like this. I only know is that this is a factual thing. I don't know if it's like this across the entire in the entire U.S. But that's one thing that I remember knowing about.
And can get in lawsuits in case the people who they've served alcohol to do any regrettable behavior.
Yep, there it is.
So I want to make sure that this is the guy that everybody knows and they understand exactly what he's...
So I want to know, could Mango sue him for for essentially destroying his career? I mean, I don't know. Granted, it wasn't a bar, but it was a private event. And it was an event that he kept. Kept egging him out drinking. I don't know. I don't know. It'd be pretty difficult of making an argument.
He's saying that he's doubling down and he doesn't regret a single fucking thing that he did. Is that not insane? Oh, that's totally chill with him, man. That's totally chill with him, man. Great guy, man. Great guy.
And if anyone in here don't fuck with me, I think that's totally chill.
God, he's so cool, bro. You don't fuck with me, that's chill, bruh. Hey, bruh, that's chill. The only people I like to chill with are alcoholics. Yo, let's hit a kegger at the AA meeting, bruh. You know who he sounds like right now? He sounds like Hassan. Because this is, I guarantee you, he talked to Hassan and asked how to handle this. And he said, bro, just double down. Yeah, just double down and say fuck Tectone. You wanna know why people say fuck Tectone? Because the internet has been so brainwashed to disagree with everything that I said that he needed an easy W. By the way, Denims did the exact same thing. But don't worry, guys. Slowly but surely, I'm repairing my reputation that should have never been damaged at all. However, I'll be real, Mizkif's community and Hassan's community absolutely fucking raped my reputation. To be complete.
Which is crazy, because it's like, is it like how can Mizkif even have a reputation? Like, wasn't he outed for molesting a girl that was passed out drunk? So I'm like, bro, how do you even have a reputation from that? The Tectone lore? Bro, I don't even know that much lore about this guy. All I know is that he was a dude that did commentary videos. He was married. He was married to a woman, I think like 2 years ago or something, or 3 years ago maybe. And that girl came out telling everybody that he did all kinds of things to her. And here's the thing, some of the things that I can remember was that would have been like criminal, but she never went. But she was very firm on like on what is it on what he did, but she never went. But she never took him to court or anything like that, or nor really show any like actual evidence of the things that she was saying. So not so everything she was saying was basically words. And so the thing about it was that this woman completely forgot that we weren't in the Me Too. We're like we're being pretty much being phased out in the Me Too era. So I was like, brother, no one's not gonna believe you anymore. Like, want to be honest with you, people aren't gonna believe you, and they didn't, and really they didn't. But that doesn't. But it wasn't just her was that causes damage. It was like the other people as well, like Hassan's what is it, Hassan's group, and maybe it was Mizkif probably. I mean, he did mention was it Mizkif, but it was just crazy because it's like didn't like I think was it a year ago or so? I think a year ago, I think, or maybe almost a year. I can't remember exactly. But it was outed that Mizkif what is it was filling up a girl when she was passed out drunk, which is like nigga, dude, I won't lie to you. I would never invite any of my homegirls or anything like that if I knew that nigga was there. It's especially if there's drinking involved. I'll be eyeing that dude all the time. What is it? I'll be like, hey man, what you doing? Like, hey, what you doing over there? I see you get close to that girl that looks like she's wobbling around and shit. What you doing? It's like, I'm just saying, it's just like and to me, I'm like, and to me, I'm thinking, how the hell did Miss Kid fucking come out of that shit? That nigga should have been fucking, what is it, removed from the platform. But hey, maybe some moderators like that guy too, so who knows?
Completely real. Yeah, these people are fucking psychotic. It really is very pathetic.
I actually don't mind that. I can't control that aspect. I don't need to be liked by people.
That's a lie.
I don't need to be liked by
Yeah, it's a lot of shit. Yeah.
At all. God forbid I say.
Yeah, Tectone he's been on the platform for a lot of years, for what I can remember. Yeah, he's been a content creator for a lot of years. I don't know a whole lot of the lore. All I know is like these things being said about him, about like allegations and things like that. So even then, I didn't even knew that much at all about Tectone. I didn't even know much at all. Uh, but yeah, what is it? Yeah. All I know is that he did a. All I know is that he did a what is a podcast with Asmongold and Emiru, and they were doing it for a while, and that's really it. That's the only thing I can remember. I can remember from his from that. Honestly, I didn't really know a whole lot about this guy till like maybe months ago. I mean, he was a name that I knew, but I never really looked into like any of his content or anything like that until like fairly recently.
Hey, hello, sorry for enabling an alcoholic and putting his life in danger. I'm not gonna do that because I'm, hold up, contacting my alien overlord. What do I say again? Glorp, understood.
But it is what it is. I don't understand necessarily why Twitch banned Mango and not me. I don't even know if I necessarily agree with it.
Because nigga, the person that you suck because the dude you suck dick are also sucking his dick as well. So yeah, that's the reason why they're not willing to ban you as well. Are you that retarded? Like genuinely, are you that stupid?
I think it'd be fine if Twitch banned me.
They should have banned both.
They should have. I absolutely agree. They should have banned both of you. They should have banned Mango for like a week. They should have banned what is it, Ludwig for a whole month. Because knowing the fact that this nigga enabled all that shit, and knowing the fact that that dude had a drinking problem, no. Most of this is this dude. I understand Mango had an issue. I get that. But here's the thing. And you know what? Mega should have been like, "Hey man, should I go to this?" But I'm pretty sure he thought, "Hey, it's my homie and all that stuff." But to me, still, it is. I will say that it is mostly Ludwig's fault because he knew everything. This guy's faults, his weaknesses. Ludwig is absolutely the catalyst of this man's downfall.
Both of you, it's very obvious. But you're a good boy. You're a golden boy. You're a good, squeaky clean guy, just like Hassan. You're part of his clique, which means you won't get banned. It's amazing.
I'm not Twitch. I'm not going to personally ban myself. I don't think it's my responsibility. I think my responsibility is to just like fucking keep trudging through life because the world keeps spinning and it doesn't stop.
Yeah. You know what else doesn't stop? Your friend's alcohol addiction. Good job, Ludwig. You really fucking doubled down. You really scored an easy dunk. May God have mercy on your soul. What a pathetic cretin. Like, comment, subscribe. I'm covering the XQC and Asmongold take in the next video. We're going to do another one because this shit is fucking pathetic. See y'all there. Like, comment, subscribe.
Jesus Christ, dude. Yeah, it's bad, man. Well, wait, an absolute bloodbath happening at Xbox. I wonder why is that? Like, what is going on with Xbox? Jesus Christ, man. Like, it's just getting worse and worse for Ludwig, bro. Like, it really is. Like, people are calling him out. He's like, nah, it's not my fault. And the thing about it is, like, people aren't really getting upset by Mango anymore. They're really not, because Mango actually, he actually did come out and, you know, he did some tweets. He was like, yeah, man, my bad, sorry. What is a being at an event, you know, it made me look incredibly stupid. I regret it and all that stuff. But man, Ludwig's like, look, what is it? I didn't. He's like, I didn't. You know, I didn't force the beer down his throat. Did you see me actually putting it down his throat? No. So I'm just saying, I didn't do that. But it's crazy, man, how you could say shit like that. It's like, bro, yeah, sure. It wasn't your party. It wasn't your beer. You weren't saying let's up those numbers. Crazy, bro. Crazy, crazy, crazy. Maybe I could skim through this one.
Now I am officially pissed off. Like, comment, subscribe if you're new here. We now have Asmongold calling Ludwig out for being a spineless little what? Jellyfish? Yeah, that sounds about right. Jellyfish Ludwig. Better yet, Slugwig.
Oh, this is Ludwig. Oh, okay. This is Ludwig calling out Asmongold for what is it uh for like the things that his chat is saying and things like that. That he's not like monitoring his chat and such. But to be honest with you, I remember like, what is more worse? Not monitoring your chat or not monitoring the people that you've invited into into your party when there's alcohol involved. I remember like, I mean, here's the thing. You're talking about people. I mean, you're talking about like, what is it, a chat that, that anyone can just like go into and type dumb shit, right? Which of course is not that hard to like filter. But then like you host a real life event that people can drink them that people can drink at, what is it, so much where they could get blacked out drunk, that they can pass out. They can even get, what is it, alcohol poisoning. So it's like, which one is more worse? It's like people are actually getting affected and, actually getting affected by, by something like this in real life, or just some fucking chat room. I'd be like, I mean, I'm just saying, I think the things happening to actual people kind of outweighs the than a fucking chat room. Just saying.
We have Asmongold calling out Slugwig, and as well as we have XQC calling out Ludwig. Apparently, there's been a lot of issues and drama bubbling underneath the surface on every facet of the internet, and we're going to be covering all this shit because Ludwig, once again, is trying very hard to make this personal with me. So congratulations, Ludwig. You have my attention. Isn't this so much fun? You could have kept your mouth shut, but you fucking did it. It's very easy, guys, and I'll say it once again. I am sorry for enabling an alcoholic and putting my friends in danger near this person, as well as my friend in danger. Very easy. Move forward. Going forward, I will be more responsible with my parties. That is all you had to say. Now let's get on with what happened between Ludwig and Asmongold. I'm actually unfamiliar with what happened here.
Was black. So that is woke and not a game I'll play.
Everyone, Arc Raiders is coming October 30th. So you trying to make me look bad because of my chat, but
Mm.
you don't want to look bad because of your friend that you told to drink alcohol at your party for drinking alcohol that sexually harassed your coworkers.
Ooh,
Now,
there it is.
Not
I
a
just
good look.
find that to be interesting.
Asmongold, I too find it very
Yep, there it is. There it is. It's like, wow, you're gonna what is it? You're gonna be what is it? You're gonna be upset at me for what? For what the chat said? But bro, you ain't gonna check your boy? Gee, this nigga's priorities are way off.
very interesting how Slugwig has once again skirted accountability for himself. However, at the same time, trying to damn every single one else in a less, what's the word? A less damning position that he himself found himself in. So let me just correct what's going on here. So Asmongold was reacting to a trailer for the Video Game Awards, and the Arc Raiders trailer came on, where there is a black female protagonist. Now, I want to make this very clear. When this black female protagonist came on, Asmongold said absolutely nothing. He said absolutely nothing. His chat spammed DEI. DEI obviously means diversity hire due to the fact that she's black in a space where, or a black female, usually in a space dominated by men and, well, let's be honest, Asian women. So obviously, people would spam DEI
yeah.
as usually a joke or just some people just being edgy because they like.
Honestly, I think it's both. I think it's mainly a joke. And I do think it's also a bit like being edgy and things like that. It's like, dude, even I say DEI, you know, and things like that. It's like as a joke because I'm not being serious. But there's very few things where I'm just like, oh, that's a DEI hire or something like that. It's like, bro, it's not that serious. But yeah, man, like, come on, man.
Being dickheads on the internet. And Ludwig is trying to publicly shame Asmongold for having a chat that would say DEI to a black female character in a video game that doesn't fucking exist. And believes that Asmongold should be held responsible and shamed for having that same chat. Now, what's really strange about this, guys, what's really strange about all this is then Ludwig says that he is going to skirt all accountability, skirt all issues that he has, and say that he has no accountability for his friend of, I believe, 13 years in a party that he ran with his friends of many. Hold up, 1 second. We're talking about LA streamers. His friends that he's had for multiple years, enabling him with more alcohol, getting to a 0.32, near lethal levels of alcoholism, and then his friends sexually harassed multiple women. And Ludwig says, "Well, not my."
No, I'm on like a 3-2. That is lethal. What is it? What is it? Alcohol blood level. It is the reason why he was able to essentially tank that is because the reason why he was able to tank it is because he was an alcoholic. I'm gonna be for real. If this was done by a normal, like a just someone who just drinks on occasion and they get that blasted, that person would have been dead. Just take that accounted for of how much your body can adapt when there's such a huge amounts of whatever it is that you can take. Like, have you ever seen people that do like competitive eating? These people's stomachs are like so massive because it's so used to being jam packed and and like being stretched out over and over and over. So they could just eat a whole lot, and they do that over time. You know, it's not just like, oh, it's an instant, or they only do it for like a few. No, this is months and many months, maybe even for some for years of training, just to even do some of these competitive eatings and such. It's like, what do you think drinking also does for people as well, especially if the ones who like practically drink almost every day to the point where they're getting drunk, you know? They could consume more and more alcohol You know, at first it may go down to like 3 bottles, and then it go to 3.5, and then it goes to 3 1/4, 3.5. What is it? Almost 3. Then 4 bottles, then 4, and it just keeps on going more and more and more, uh, to the point where they get used to it. It's like, brother, it's not crazy, you know. It's not crazy for people to understand that a blood level that high on a normal person, they would have died. Absolutely, they would have died, or they would have been hospitalized from alcohol poisoning. So that part tells you that Mango definitely drinks a lot.
My problem, not my fault. But if Asmongold's chat type DEI, what a spineless little liar you are. What a Weasley little liar, dude. What a spineless jellyfish you are, Slugwig.
Yeah.
Casting judgment on all of these people when you yourself have done so much worse. Ludwig, do you want to know who you should be going after right now? Why don't you go ahead and look in the fucking mirror, buddy? This is reaching critical levels of delusion, critical levels of hypocrisy, and it's honestly shocking it's gotten this bad. Let's keep going.
I do. You trying to put me on blast
Yep.
and make me look bad
Yep.
because some people in my chat said some dumbass bullshit.
Mm-hmm. And Asmongold said nothing. He said nothing to encourage that behavior when
Yeah.
you yourself said, and I quote, "Let's up those numbers!" When he's 0.08 away from being in lethal ranges of alcohol poisoning and death. While he's going around humping pillows near women. Yeah, congratulations, man.
But here you are,
Yep,
and that's your friend. You invited that guy.
yep. That's
Yeah.
your man's.
That's your
That is
man's.
your man's.
That's your man's of 10 plus years of friendship. Oh, no, wait. Let me say that. Quote unquote friendship.
You knew he was drunk. You knew he was crazy.
Bro, you could do it. I think, what was it? No, yeah. You could, dude, the way how that dude looked when he was blasted, it's like, bro, you can tell he was fucked up. Like, I will be honest with you. You could tell. But Ludwig's like, nah, man, we got to get you more drunk. It's like, dude, I think Ludwig was trying to, like low key, try to assassinate this guy.
Drunk. You knew he was blood alcohol poisoning level drunk.
Yep,
And you were gassing him up.
yep.
But the moment that I watch a trailer and I don't say a single thing
Nope, says nothing.
at all
At all, nothing.
about anything problematic about the trailer in any capacity,
Zero.
you're trying to farm hate on me.
Yep, imagine that. Willing to farm hate on
Yep.
everybody else. Well, everybody talks about how good of a guy he is. You want to know why people say how good of a guy Ludwig is? Is because he's a ringleader. He's a kingpin. He's a guy who wants to host event after event after event, and so many other content creators want to participate in those events. So they won't call you out on your hypocrisy. They
So someone put P Luddy. Bro, I won't lie to you. It's pretty funny, to be honest. It's like, yeah, he's not, what is it? He's not wrong. Yeah, I can see chat. What is it? I can see it. But bro, it is just it is crazy. Oh my god, dude. Not not surprised of some of the things that people are saying. But yeah, man, crazy. What's up? Yeah, what's up, Rexy? How you doing, baby?
won't call you out on your malpractice, but you know what your weakness is, Ludwig? People who don't give a fuck about that shit. People who don't need that shit. People who don't want to participate in the LA friend group. Friend group. Disingenuous as shit. Once again, I want to make it very clear. I'm not sticking up for Mango in any capacity.
Yeah.
I'm not. I'm just trying to get the guy help. That's it. And people should be ashamed that this whole situation
I know.
happened.
Can you imagine people are like, "Oh, are you backing Mango for what he did?" I'm like, "No, bro. I'm just pointing out that yeah, Mango messed up." But to be honest with you, this wasn't fully his fault. I don't think this man would have delved this deep of the hole that he's in right now if it wasn't for Ludwig. Ludwig dug up his hole, threw his career in there, threw what is everything in that hole, and helped them bury it. Absolutely. What do you think of the whole LA friend group cliche? I'll be honest with you, man. For what it looked, I mean, I don't know. These are the things that I'm seeing from from some of this controversies. It looks bad, dude. It looks absolutely bad. And you know what? I made this comment. I think at the I think like the other reaction that I did too. Um, there was this one guy who was part of the OTV group, I think, and probably some others. There might have been someone else too. That they don't even mention that they don't even talk to anymore because he's not part of their group anymore. I think it's because I believe he left to somewhere else. I think he moved somewhere else. But the fucked up part was that they don't even talk to him at all. And I don't mean like, oh, they don't invite him to like to do videos, or I mean they don't talk to him. And I believe it's supposed to be a poke for what I can remember. But I don't know. I mean, this was a while back. This was like maybe like 2+ years ago or something like that. So I don't know if things have changed then, but I'll be honest with you. From what I saw from him and things seen from this now, I think having LA friends is just completely fucked, to be honest. Or at least like in this type of thing, because I don't doubt. I mean, I don't think every person that's like there in LA, have like the friend group in LA are like this degenerate, but these guys are these guys are these guys are a different league, man. They are fucked up.
But
I
yeah, keep it
wonder
in.
which one is worse.
Yeah.
People saying DEI in the comments section or real
Yo, chat, what's worse, guys? Someone typing DEI or encouraging your friend to kill himself with alcohol and letting him sexually harass women? Which one do you think's worse, guys? Type 1. You know which one it is. Yeah, typing DEI is way worse. True. Yeah, I'm on Team Slugwig. W Slugwig, man.
I got the whole chat just typing DEI. He's like, you little shits.
life sexual harassment and alcohol poisoning?
Yep. Yep.
Damn, I don't know.
Yeah.
I guess the jury's out.
We're going to have to figure it out.
Oh,
Yep.
oh,
Oof.
I get it. You want to joke around? That's fine. But if you're going to joke around at my expense,
He's going to joke back.
I've got some jokes too.
Yep.
Hell yeah,
Very,
baby.
very
Let's
true.
go. Hell yeah, dude. Let me see. I think there's something fundamentally wrong with LA culture. There's a real culture clash between LA culture and the culture of the rest of the US states. I know, man. What is it? I think LA just got to realize that no one is that fucking weird like they are. No one is not the rest of the US is as extreme as they are. And they just gotta realize that they just gotta realize that uh what is it, they got to realize that there are such thing as normal people, that there is such thing as like normal, like what is a normal gays, what is, and things like that. And you want to know something crazy? I think when some of them real, and when they find out that there are, and when I mean that they very much exist, that there are gay conservatives, their brain is gonna explode. Their undeveloped frontal lobe is gonna literally explode when they find out that there are very much who, and I mean people who are like get like straight up just like they will absolutely suck a man's dick, get fucked in the ass and everything, and they are conservative. They absolutely would what is it would they absolutely raise that red flag, of what is a of conservatism and shit. And LA, and people in LA are gonna, like, their brains are gonna explode. They're gonna be like, "Whoa, are you serious? Did you know that they're gonna?" I know they're gonna say some stupid shit. They're gonna say, like, they're gonna hang you, or they're gonna fucking, what is it, what is it, eradicate you or something, like some retarded shit like that. It's like, nah, bro. If you really take off, what is it? If you really take off the what is it? The what is it? What is it? If you really take off the cotton in your ears and what is it? And take off the fucking blindfolds, you'll realize that not everyone's that crazy. You know, not everyone who's Republican or who is, or at least like somewhat red or whatever. They're not that extreme, bro. They're not that crazy. You are gonna have your extremists, but bro, tell me what group doesn't have its form of like of people that are overzealous. Tell me what group that doesn't have any, bro. Like I've been gaming for 25 plus years of my life. Even I know that there are some overzealous as gamers. And I don't doubt there's people that are overzealous in the card community and the web development community and game development community and whatever community. There's always going to be overzealous people. So relax, bro. It's not that deep. People aren't that crazy. Um, and that's it, man. And you want to know something? And the other thing too. I'm gonna add one more thing. The other thing too is that when people see, I think when people in LA see that when they see people that are gay, that are gay, and they're gonna be like, oh, why don't you look like this? It's like, have you ever seen that picture where you see the I think was it two gangsters, what is it, hugging each other in the bathtub, and those guys were very very gay. For what I can remember, like what I remember hearing, I think it was confirmed that those guys were actually like open homosexuals. The funny thing is that is what that there that used to be the quote unquote normal type of gay person. Now when you imagine a gay person now, like when you kind of see it like an LA terms or like an LA terminology, you've always seen him as like this incredibly zesty, always wearing this long V-neck shirts and a bunch of other shit. It's like, bro, and it's crazy because like it has gone to the point that that's like a stereotype now, which before wasn't even a thing. When someone that only dated girls, that only dated dudes, they just look like normal people. They just look like, oh, that's just another lesbian, or that's just another gay man, and that's it. But no, now they got to be like purple hair, blue hair, and things like that. Has to have it to like short to the point of bald, and like they gotta wear like these. It wasn't really like that from what I can remember growing up. Sometimes, man, you couldn't even tell. A lot of times you couldn't even tell. Not even sometimes. A lot of times you couldn't even tell. At that, what is it? If that person, what is it? Didn't mind. If that man didn't mind. Was it sucking another dude's dick? You just didn't know, because it's just one of those things where it's like it's just one of those things where it's like where even I myself is like, even I get like uncomfortable when people mention like all the girls that they smashed, because I'm like, bro, it's one of those things where it's like, dude, I don't care. Why are you telling me this? I don't care. And like the consistency of like telling, I'm like, dude, I'm just gonna leave because you're making me uncomfortable. I don't give a shit, and you're just gonna keep sharing this, and I'm like, I'm just gonna go. That's it. And I think it's the same way with what is it with the with what is it with people that are in what is it, in the gays as well. And I think that's something that people in LA won't understand. It's like they don't, what is it, people that are, people, you know what is it, that are under that pride flag, don't look the what is it don't look like what they look like, what you think, stereotypically wise. Like they really don't, you know but yeah, crazy, man. Just crazy. But let me see. You say Pyro Software is one overzealous game dev. Oh, he very much is, man. Dude, you know what's crazy? What was his game called again? His game was called Heartbound. Heartbound. You know what's interesting? His game, his game has basically built-in Denuvo. His game has wait, wait, are you serious? This game release date December 24th, 2018. Brother, it's 2025. Your game was supposed to come out 7 years ago? I think he used a program similar to Denuvo. I think it's similar to Denuvo, or he has Denuvo or something like that. Where that if you try to pirate this game, it won't keep track of like the things that you have. Because it is using a Steam tracker from what I can remember hearing. Facial animation have been updated for all interactions. That's not new content. That's just fixing shit. Text box positioning has been updated for all interactions in the Clash. This is not new content. This is quarterly of life. Anyway, all I'm saying is that man, what is it? Relies on what is it? Things related to Steam, which is like, bro, what happens if the person doesn't have Steam or whatever? It's like your game literally becomes a brick. It becomes nothing. And that's the awesome thing about being able to pirate games because it's like you don't know if you're going to like said game. So it's like, why not pirate it? And play for a bit, and maybe you're like, oh, maybe I'll consider buying it or some other things. Bro, I have played games that I would have been like, I would never have bought this game if I didn't pirate it. Or even some other thing too is like I would have never been able to play this game if I didn't pirate it. Like one of the games that I did play, which was Dragon Ball Z Kakarot, because that game rarely goes on sale. It rarely goes on sale. So I played it. I pirated it, played it, played some of the DLCs. I didn't really play all of them, and I won't lie to you, I loved it. I absolutely loved it. Um, and that's the thing. That was like my second playthrough of the game. But I'm gonna be for real, Rexy. I'll be for real with you. The first time I played through that game, I was absolutely captured of the way how the game did its cutscenes and everything. I was absolutely astounded of how that game, how the people made that game. I was absolutely, I was extremely hyped. All the things that are happening in the game. And here's the thing. I will tell you this. I can understand why that some people can say that retelling the Dragon Ball Z story is getting stale. I get that. But the difference is that those are the people that are basically playing all of the games. They're playing all the like all the I'll be honest with you. I liked I absolutely liked the way how Kakarot did like the fighting and things like that. Being having an open world, being able to level up the characters and things like that, and pretty much make it to an open world RPG and all that stuff. I thought that shit was dope. I thought it was awesome. And then they were like, oh, instead of making it a traditional like fighter, a traditional fighting game where you have to do like specific inputs and things like that, and what is it? They do combos and all the other stuff. They're like throw that out the window. What is it? You just have to what is it? Do like these? You have to do these specific. They just completely changed the way how the combat was, which I'm like, I absolutely liked. I don't like. I'll be honest with you. I don't like traditional like fighting. What is it, or fight or like fighting games? I don't like them anymore. I just grew out of it. So games like Devil May Cry, I like. because those ones are like really fun to do like with combos and things like that. Games like Darksiders, I think Darksiders 2 specifically, Darksiders 2, kind of 3, but mainly 2. But like, you know, hack and slash games have are games I've grown like into a lot. But traditional fighters, like the way how the old Dragon Ball Z games were, I fucking hated them. I hated them 100%. So the way how they did Kakarot with that one, I absolutely enjoyed it. So I would have never been able to play that game, at least on like on the PC, because I played on a console originally. But I would never have been able to play on the PC if I didn't pirate it, because that's a game that I very much enjoyed. And there's some other games too, 100%. Like I think the other one that I did pirate, that the game for I think recently went down to like $30, but I think it was always like 40ish some dollars, was Last of Us. I'll be honest with you. Granted, it's not really, that game's not exactly the faint of heart of like if you're playing on like on PC, because it's very CPU intensive. But I'll tell you this, that game, even that game being remastered for like what, the second or third time basically, that story, it is nowhere comparable to the actual TV show that they made. And I will always tell this to everyone. I told my friends this, and my cousin, um, that he bought the game. I kept telling him, I told him that everything that you know about the show, throw that shit out the window, because this game is going to capture what Last of Us was really supposed to be. You know, and he told me okay, and he's been loving it. I'm not too sure if he finished it yet, but from what I've seen, he's been loving the game. And I think, I don't know if he's really gonna be saddened, but I think when he gets to the part, because I think he's pretty much there, but when he gets to the part where he gets to be friends with the two what is it with the what is it with the two black guys, what are their names again? um I think Sam and uh I forgot what the other guy. I forgot what the big brother's name is. Um, I think it's the little brother's name's Sam, but I don't remember the big brother's name. But I can't remember. But I think when he gets to that part, dude, I'll be honest with you, that was probably one of the few parts in the game where I was like, bro, I fucking cried. I'll be honest with you. I'm like, bro, I'll be honest with you. You got to know these guys of everything of who, you know, who they are and things like that. But and then seeing their downfall, you're like, brother, that's just fucking depressing. But yeah, man, like, what is it? Just seeing that game, just seeing like all those parts, basically, and like in a much more in a much more clear and updated graphics. You're like, brother, this game is so grim. But anyway, what I'm saying is that pirating games is a necessity. Even though yes, it is true, like it is something that people would just only pirate games and things like that. But I'll be honest with you, I would. There are games that I would be like, I will pirate this because I don't really see myself ever really buying it. Especially maybe like the price that it is. So that's the reason why like I would go out of my way to pirate it. But the other reason why, like I would rather more uh buy the game, especially depending how old it is. If it's like an old game, like it's like the game hasn't been updated for the past like year or 2 years or things like that. Honestly, to me, I would be like, might as well just kind of pirate that at that point. But if I'm talking about a game that's like still being updated, if the game is still being updated and things like that, I would just get the actual game instead, because I know that some like they will probably would put updates. You know, updates will be added where there'll be quality of life. They would update and better the game's what is it, the game's stability wise and such. So that's why I think it's absolutely necessary to even buy the games too, especially if you want the current updates and stuff. And depending on what site that you use and such, maybe website or whatever, some of them probably won't even update to the latest updates for some games have, because either that they just don't really care about what the new update is, or they just moved on to other games that they want to add or whatever, you know. And there's nothing wrong with it. It's no problem, you know. I don't mean, I mean, you're literally getting a free game, so why even complain about what the current update is for a game, you know? But that's why for me it's like I would rather buy the game, especially if I know that the game is currently being updated still. Especially if it's updated pretty frequently and such. But yeah, that's just my point. And it's crazy that Pyro Software, he still hasn't released his own game yet, even though it's been like years later. And I like how when I just reading that one part of the comments, oh no, that says new content. It's like, brother, that's not new content. That's called QOL. You know what that means? Quarterly of life. Quarterly of life isn't new content. Is you just did some readjustments to the fucking game. That's all you did. You made adjustments to the game that, what is it, that make it more better. That what is it, that improves overall the game. That's not new content. New content is a new character, a new boss, what is it, new levels and things like that. That's new content. That's not that, bro. That's different.
True. Why don't we stay in our lane, buddy boy? There's a reason why you canceled Mogul Mail. It's because you can't handle this shit. So why don't you simmer the fuck down and you stay in your own fucking lane? XQC goes next.
Facts.
Let's talk about it how it actually is. I'm
Go
not
ahead.
gonna bring up a names. I'm not making a big deal. I don't give a fuck what anybody says about this. Okay, here's the actual take that people haven't been saying. Okay, when the thing happened, nobody does anything. It was like, oh wow, this is kind of crazy. Whatever. Then they wait for the fucking internet reaction. They go, oh, everybody's saying this is really bad, and then they go, guys, this is so bad. I will not stand for this.
Let me translate this. So what he said was, so what he's saying is, when the issues happened on stream, everybody knew it was an issue.
Yeah.
Nobody said shit. Nobody tried to address.
Well, I wouldn't exactly say no one said anything. That's not true. Valkyrie voiced her concerns, but she was immediately disregarded. Here's the thing. I think, and I will say that the before, yes, there was concern at least by one, I think two people. I think it was Valkyrie, and I think it was Miss Kiv's girl. I think, whatever her name is. Those are the two people I say voice concern. But Ludwig, being a piece of shit, he was like, nah, man, nah. You know, this nigga's a professional drinker. He absolutely loves getting ass blasted drunk. And I'll be honest with you. Not even the girl's fault, because at minimum, there was some concern of that man's well-being, especially of his crippling addiction. There was something there, there was something, but of course, was immediately disregarded. Just saying.
Anything until the internet freaked the fuck out about it. And then they all of a sudden said, oh man, it's so bad. So what XUC is saying, everyone is disingenuous because all of these problems that they claim they know are problems, they don't talk about it until they're forced to. Nobody does it out of their own will. They only do it because they're forced into a position, not because they actually care. Of which I would like to say, again, XUC, big W, take care. Good for him.
Where were you when it happened, buddy?
Yep.
Where were you when it
Where was he? He was right next to the fucking guy, X. He was right next to the fucking guy.
actually mattered? Nobody ever does anything when it actually matters.
Yep.
And if you're the one who does it, people will turn on you and say, dude, you're burning your bridges. You're being weird. Dude, you're making something out of nothing. Dude, you're weird. But if you're
So now what he's saying is, let me translate for anybody who doesn't understand. So now he's saying the LA crowd and the streamer crowd is so fucking fake that streamers have been conditioned to not address anything until the internet has forced them to. Because if you draw if you draw attention to something you genuinely feel bad about before
Yeah.
you actually are forced to talk about it, then
Yeah.
people will say that you're burning bridges and they won't want to talk to you because they were hoping you would slide underneath the radar because streamers don't understand basic accountability and basic empathy. Hopefully that makes sense. Let's keep going here.
Internet said it's bad afterwards.
Yep.
Then then jump on it. Bro, it's fucking weird.
Yep.
I am so tired of this shit. It's I've had enough of this
But
shit.
to
man.
happen, there's some degree of accountability there. But
There was people there. People probably were selling clips over there.
Yeah.
Everybody, yeah, they were drunk. It's not an excuse. Okay, there's always some people that are either tipsy or normal or day or whatever.
Now, I will obviously say I am not a big fan of the, oh, babe, I didn't know what I was doing. I was drunk.
I would have. I'll be honest with you. I would have mentioned the rewards for all. I remember like shout out to rewards for all. Like I don't even know what the fuck that is.
But you got to understand, not giving anybody an out or anything, but the levels that Mango was at was
There you go. There's a chatter that mentioned it. Rewards for all.
fucking insane. Like being tipsy, little couple drinks, you're in full control. But at that level, it's bad, bro. It's bad. But still, no excuses whatsoever.
Wait, is that supposed to be for Postmates?
Everybody sees it, bro. I could be fucking
Wait, is that supposed to be for Postmates? That logo? It does look familiar.
absolutely zoned the fuck out. GG.
And on top of that, the little thing has a. Anyway.
Yeah.
And I feel like I can still see things at least somewhat clearly when it comes up. Bro, no way that nobody there. Just stop.
Yeah, now I'll be real. Now I have been shit faced one time. I was a
Dude, I won't lie to you, dude. Whenever I see XQC talk, I'm like, nigga, what are you saying? You know what? How about you? Isn't he like, isn't his main language French? It's like, dude, just say it on French and somebody would translate it for you in, in a video. Just, I think he just needs to say it in French. And that's it. And would he botch that? You probably, yeah.
attempting to kill myself when I was 18 years old. I took a bottle of 98 proof spiced Scotch rum. It was called Kraken, and I downed a bottle and a half of it. I don't even remember doing anything past the first 3 shots. Just being completely real,
Jeez.
I don't remember anything past the first 3 shots. I was very depressed. I was trying
What was the alcohol percentage on that?
to kill myself. Didn't work. Unlucky for you guys. My friends as well who were there. One was, well, they were both very depressed over getting broken up with a girl, and another one was very depressed because of a girl. Moral of the story is, guys, don't talk to women. They only cause problems. But yeah, there are certain levels that you can get to where you just genuinely have no idea what the fuck's going on.
What was the quote? What is it? Can't live with them, can't live without them.
And then I vomited 17 times already over my house. And then I sit down and play League of Legends, and I shit my pants next to my 2 friends while I was playing Twitch bottom. And then I had to skirt to the bathroom and clean myself before they noticed that I just absolutely took a whole ass dump in my underwear.
No shot.
you know, like I know plenty of people that get drunk and they don't sexually harass women.
Yeah, true.
I'm not saying I would have done anything. I'm just saying, just
But
don't
you defend Destiny.
act like
I
you
defend
did it
Destiny.
right the first time.
You're gonna get pulled up.
Oh, uh-oh.
All right.
Oh. Pull him up. Yep.
Explain yourself.
Get him. PvP enabled.
Explain yourself about Destiny.
Get his ass. Get his ass.
When do I defend Destiny?
You remember shitting, though? Well, shitting was after. Right? The night of, I don't remember. It was the morning after.
Oh my god. My cousin, he downloaded GTA 5. Now I have 125 gigs less to work with for the rest of the month. I replied saying, get unlimited, bro. Worth every dime. Absolutely. Here's the thing. I'll be honest with you, man. If you're a gamer in 2025 and you use, here's the thing. I can understand. I get it. It can get expensive. I get that. But I'll be honest with you, I will absolutely always pay for unlimited and unlimited internet in this era, bro. Do you have any idea how many games reinstall literally reinstall itself and shit in this modern times? How many? If you're someone who's a big fan of Call of Duty, guess what? Prepare to reinstall Call of Duty at least 3 times a month. And if you're somebody that has limited internet, like 500 gigs or whatever like that, and if you got Call of Duty installed, yeah, good luck, man. Call of Duty is gonna be the only game that you're gonna be playing. Not gonna be able to watch YouTube or watch any streams or videos or anything like that. Good luck, man. Good luck if you're using a limited internet.
After I remember shitting.
Like I said, I don't think Ludwig is a bad actor. I just think in a lot of cases, like he just tries to appeal to everybody. He tries to be like a good friend to what he thinks is a good friend, and sometimes it's just you're gonna fall into no man's land. Like you're gonna try to have a good take, and have friends, and look good, and sometimes you're not gonna land on any island. You're just gonna fall right down the middle. It's not gonna happen very often, but when it does, you're just gonna be defenseless, and that's what it looks like right now. It sucks, but it's the way it is.
People's morals. Like Ludwig goes and pulls up my chat
Yeah.
to try to
Yeah,
make.
yeah.
So what
I
XUC
agree.
is saying here is that Ludwig is a brainless coward that gets all of his takes handcrafted to him by his daddy Hassan, and it's very much like Baby No Money's Twitter account. Any take that you want him to say that the public majority wants you to say, he'll say, even if he doesn't fucking believe it. Like for example, I mean, so here's the big W's that you can score on Twitter. If you say you are pro A, or if you're against AI, massive fucking W's, big W's. Any popular
Honestly, I really don't. I think at first I was like, yeah, I'm not really for it, but then like after a while, I'm just like, bro, I just don't care anymore. Like, there's really nothing you could do about it. You can't fight it. You can't do anything. It's literally going to be a medium that's going to grow more and more and more. And there's nothing you could do about it. All you could do is accept it and things like that. All what is it? You can absolutely regulate it. I really hope YouTube regulates AI used. I really don't care AI used like in YouTube videos and things like that. And depending on how it's done, I just hate the idea that AI is used in ads, which it'd be very different if an advertisement was based on like its actual AI program and things like that. But anytime when I see games, and I mean like literal games that use that you can very much tell that it's AI, and they're like, "Oh, this is our game," and has nothing to do with what their video game actually plays out or anything like that. Those ones should be, and I think is any association with that game should automatically not be able to be linked at all on YouTube. I 100% back that. I'm backing what I said 100%. If a game does that, and if it's by the ad and it's done by the actual I mean, and it's done by the ad, because that's the thing, like I think anyone can like essentially put ads out and things like that. And I think if they have like an established company like an LLC, which it's actually not that hard to do, um then I believe you can do that. But I think if the actual company is caught, which I don't know, I mean, it might be a little bit difficult to investigate what, um, then I think those developers shouldn't be able to what is it be able to though I think those companies should not be able to uh no longer be able to advertise their game on the platform anymore, no matter what, any game. That company would be blacklisted. And I think that company, I think some and you know what, there should be a tool involved where if that mm, well, how could it be established? Man, there's definitely got to be some things get worked out 100%.
take that will score him internet good boy points, he will pick immediately. Ludwig doesn't have any type of mental wherewithal to actually say how he feels. He will just say what he knows it is that you want him to say. And that's what XUC is saying here right now. And once again, you can totally disagree with me. I don't care. I know what you guys want me to say, and that's fuck Ludwig and everything he stands for. But let's be real. Out of all the people who are the big problems on Twitch, like the Hassan, like the Denims, like the Mike from PAs, Ludwig's down here. There's a lot of bad people on Twitch. Ludwig's down here. But the events that he just did that have occurred between him and his friend group and to him and his friends are disgusting. They put people's life at risk. They put people's safety at risk. And I'll be real, guys, let's stop doing these gay-ass 12-year-old parties where we stream alcohol-abusing parties. What are we doing, guys? We're in our
Yeah, I don't disagree. I'd be like, bro, everyone's old as fuck in that party. That's the thing. Everyone there, you know, everyone there is at the age of like, bro, shouldn't you guys already be settling down already? And here's the thing: some of them could have been settling down, but they broke off the marriage and the wedding and all that stuff. I'm just like, bro, some of these people are really afraid of like massive like life changes like that. Like I really do believe so. Cause it's like, bro, if I was that like that money, like that level of success, I would absolutely do my try my damage to find myself a mate. Of course. I wanna be like, baby, you don't even gotta worry about it. It's like you don't even gotta work. You literally achieved what a 1950s, well not was 50s, 60s wife would have loved. Being able to, cook and clean and all that shit. Don't gotta fucking worry about don't gotta worry about like working any of that shit. I'd be like, that's a dream, man. But I mean, if you're working like a normal, normal, like just like an average job and things like that, yeah, everybody's gotta work. You know, it ain't like the good old days anymore. But you making this fucking, but you making this, this Twitch money. I mean, you gotta remember, all these people are fucking millionaires. That's the thing. All of them are millionaires. It's like, bro, some of you guys gotta settle. Someone's gotta settle. But it's crazy, man. Some of these, they're all in their fucking 30s. That's the thing, man. They're all in their 30s, deep pockets, but acting like college kids still. And you're right, Rexy. College kid stuff. 100%.
30s. We're in our 30s and we're streaming this shit. How about we do some things offline, guys? How about we do some things offline? Wouldn't that be great? Ludwig is just.
Oh, dude, for real, dude. Is it really that difficult not to broadcast everything you fucking? Can there at least be one person? You know what? They should do. They should. I'll be on. They could. There should be at least one party where all the phones are locked up, no one can record dick, and everyone just chill. What is it? Fucking maybe watch a we don't do a cookout, watch a movie right after, like in a projector. I've done shit like that. I've done that with a group of friends a long time ago. You know, what is it that we've all just chilled, did a cookout, and then a dope thing enough. What is We put a projector. But like I think it was like what is it, like an inflatable thing, or like I don't remember what we used to put on the projector, and we watched a movie from the projector. I don't remember what we watched, but the cool thing is that it was a pool party, so I was just chilling there. Was I swimming? I can't remember, but yeah, we did that shit. I'm just saying, like we did that. No cameras, no nothing, just chilling. But these guys can't do it. Their live must be broadcasted 24/7. It's a sad fucking life, man. It's like the need of constant validation from chat.
Just a snake, he's a coward,
Fuck
and he's
that.
spineless. But regardless, he needs to take accountability for his own actions, and that's the bottom line, because people could have been seriously hurt, and a lot of people have left with a lot of emotional, uncomfortabilities. And I'll leave it at that. I'm out of here. I don't feel like milking this shit anymore. Just for the love of God, hope to Christ I can move on after this. But yeah, that's it. I'm out. Peace.
Yeah, there it is. There it is. All right, dude. It's just screwed, man. That's really what it is. It's absolutely screwed. I mean, hey, man. If Ludwig doesn't want to take and wants to take any sort of accountability for what he did, all right, man. But don't get upset that this tarnishes your reputation. You know, don't be surprised if people go to your advertisers and say, "Hey, man, this person did this, they did that, uh, and you know, and this is what the and things like that." Don't be surprised if advertisers leave you, bro. Because I'll be honest with you, this wouldn't have gone this massive. And I believe if Ludwig, took some responsibility, try to stop a Mango from from heavily drinking and all that. But hey, man, he did all that, but hey, man, you reap what you sow. That very old phrase, you reap what you sow. Pokemon just got canceled. Oh, what is it? What is I saw? What is I saw? What is I saw? A little bit. I didn't really see anything of this with Diddy, but I'm just like, at this point, man, I don't give a fuck anymore. It's like, is anyone shocked that someone like this, whose pockets are deep involved with Hollywood and things like that, gets a non-guilty verdict? I mean, these are the same. This is the same crowd of people. This is the same crowd of people. What is it? Who saw the footage of the beating of Rodney King, and they were like, I see nothing wrong with what these officers did. Non-guilty. I mean, come on, man. Come on. Can you watch a Pokemon stop? Oh, you mean slop? Yes.
Pokimane drops a believe victims tweet. How brave. Oh, God. Shouldn't you figure it out based in a court of law? Don't go around and just believe what people say. You know why? It's because people lie. What a dumb thing.
Oh yeah. Hey man, what is it? Does anyone remember? Does anyone remember the Me Too movement? How well that went? I mean, I'm just saying, a lot of people got canceled, a lot of people got targeted, and I'll tell you this much: the Me Too movement. I'll be honest with you, it was absolutely heavily weaponized. And I'll tell you this much: a lot of people, a lot of innocent men got hit in the crossfire. And you know what happened? Some of those people took their own lives. And all because people were like, you gotta believe women no matter what. And to me, I was like, no, no, to be honest with you, no. And why? Because people lie. Men lie, women lie. Hell, you want to know something crazy? Even dogs lie. Dogs, cats, pets lie. Okay? How many videos have you seen from a pet, from a cat or a dog? They're like, I didn't do that shit, even though the evidence is literally all around their fucking fur. Just saying.
To say. Pokimane is apologizing to someone on X for laughing at Amber Heard. Please fucking remind me about that after I finish this. Oh my god.
Wait,
X
what
for
do you say?
laughing at Amber Heard. Please
Oh, yes, yes, yes. Did it occur that these people, that the women can lie? No, apparently not.
fucking remind me about that after I finish this. Oh my god. Pokimane, I love you and I agree, but I can't forget the way you made fun of Amber Heard during the trial. It was really disappointing. Please address this. I completely understand. I regret how I restreamed the trial because any jokes are at the expense of the victims can be perceived. I apologize I took down the videos. She's apologizing.
What the fuck? What do you? First of all, the reason why it was practically justified to make fun of the shit for Amber Heard, because people can tell immediately that she was massively guilty. And you want to know why? And I'm gonna tell you this, Rexy. I'm gonna tell you why she was guilty from the fucking get go. Okay, get go, not get go, get go. Okay. The reason why she was guilty is because no victim of what was it of sexual assault does not literally Mad Dog, okay, Mad Dog, their what is it? Their perpetrator. Do you know what Mad Dog means? Do you know what Mad Dog means? And I'm not gonna, I'm not gonna blame you or I'm not gonna make fun of you or anything like that if you don't know what it means, because I'm pretty sure a lot of people don't know what Mad Dog means. Mad Dogging. No, Mad Dogging is pretty much like like those little, those little dogs, not little, but like those what do they call those uh, um, name it, hold on, I'll go get it. Mad Dogging. Mad Dog is to stare at somebody in a threatening or intimidating way, often with a way of attention or provoking a reaction. That's what she did. Threatening glare, staring contest, negative connotation, possible context is Urban Dictionary. But yeah, that's what she was doing. No person that was a victim of an assault, the way that she described. Remember when Amber Heard described that Johnny Depp, I mean, rammed a bottle of, I think it was a bottle of vodka or something like that, up her coochie. That people would have said that they would have been absolutely been bleeding. There would have been cuts and rips if that really happened. But guess what? She what is it? She never filed what is it, any sort of checkings or anything like that from a doctor for anything for any like any uteral damage or anything like that. Just 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 saying, it's just like, you know, is some of those things. And yet, you expect me to believe you that he did this shit while you're literally staring at this motherfucker with such a threatening gaze? Nah, nah, I don't believe you. And I'll be honest with you, the way how the way she was like, and he and and he he did these things to me, and I'm like, fuck, you know, I'll be honest, I'm an ugly crier. I'm the one that goes, I mean, I'm doing that shit. Here's the thing. I've never seen someone go like, he, and he, literal, yes, crocodile tears, literally. I'm like, and here's the thing, and and I'm gonna tell you something, Rexy. Okay. I have dated someone who has been assaulted, who has been. It took a lot for her to share with me these things. A lot of conversation. We did a lot of talking. Getting to know each other very very well. From our hopes, our dreams, our nightmares, all that stuff, ins and outs of each other, practically. I've literally seen her have a panic attack. It's not fun. Dealing with that, it's not fun. And the thing about it is that I've never and the thing about it is that this happened a while, this happened a while, and at the time, it happened a while back, right? But knowing that the scars that it left behind, I'm like, I know what it means secondhand of someone who has recovered, uh, or at least who has been a victim of this. This girl did not have that at all. That's why I did not believe Amber Heard from the start. That staring, that fake tears, all the other shit. I didn't believe her from the start because I know how it is to be, to actually be intimate with an actual victim. Just saying. I didn't believe her. And the crazy thing is that a lot of people do, and I'm pretty sure a lot of people and a lot of people still do, and I don't blame them if they did believe her. But I'll be honest with you, man, I didn't believe her from the fucking start. During the start of that trial, and the other thing too is that there were professional lawyers what's that word? They were I think civil lawyers, something like that. And some of the cases they would take where what is it where people that did that what is it that had abuse happened to them, from all the way down to physical, all the way down to sexual and things like that. Even just regular abuse, like physical and things like that. Well, yeah, even they would say that the victims would never stare at their what is it, at their perpetrator. They would never stare. They would not even look. They will always look away, look down, or do other things, but they will never look at the person that did these things to them. And you know who was doing, and you want to know who was practically doing that the entire time during that trial? Johnny Depp. Isn't that a little bit interesting? Isn't that a little bit interesting? Now, if you don't remember, with me saying all this, watch those highlights of the what is of the Depp trial, and see how much she is staring at him compared to how he's staring at her. You tell me who's the real fucking perpetrator throughout that whole thing. That, I won't lie to you, that shit got me pissed. It actually did, because I'm like, bro, the things told to me, the things told to me. And to me, I'm like, this girl just saying shit like that. And in the fucked up part was that this girl she was the, what was it? She was like the leader or something like that of battered women. She gave out speeches. And to me, I'm like, this is the person who they believe? And I'm like, bro, this added so much salt to the wound. This added salt, lemon, chili. It added so much shit. It was, and I'm like, bro, that's the reason why. That's the reason why I'm just like, I don't believe when I'll be honest with you, I know for some people they would say it's heartless, but I don't believe anyone anymore. I don't believe women. I believe men more than believing women, because after the Me Too, after the what is it, the Johnny Depp and Amber Heard trial, I'm like, I don't really believe women anymore. And the fucked up part was that they themselves destroyed what is it that of men believing them or anyone believing them. They destroyed that. It wasn't men that did it. It was themselves.
For laughing at Amber Heard.
My source is that I made it the fuck up.
Okay, when they were talking about, like, we have all this evidence that he actually did it.
I gotta say, backtracking after this one is wild.
You are deeply an Amber Heard fan. On God, I had no idea who she was before this trial. I don't like her anymore after the trial. How's that?
The reason why Pokimane was laughing at Amber Heard, most important reason, is because it was the popular thing to do. And number two is because she was a crazy fucking bitch
My dog stepped on a bee.
that shit on beds,
Yeah.
cut herself, and did all kinds of other insane stuff. It was like living with a banshee. And so it's embarrassing that Pokimane would even say that. It's pathetic. I'm shocked, honestly, that somebody like that. Well, I mean, from her, it's not surprising because she always tries to have like the most politically correct, sanitized, inauthentic opinion possible. So I think this is just another example of that. Anyway.
Yeah, and there it is. There it is. But I think it's funny though. Like, just I do think it is funny though, just having to delete old clips and things like that or whatever because of like pointing out that she made fun of Amber Heard and things like that. I'm like, bro, that girl deserves to get made fun of. She absolutely deserves everything that she got and more, because the damage that she did to to Johnny Depp, it was astronomical. That man lost roles. She basically destroyed his career, and the only way for him to recover his reputation was through a lawsuit. That was the only way he could recover. That was absolutely the only way that he could. And you know what? I'm glad he did it, and I'm glad it was broadcasted because I'll be honest with you. This gave us so much gold that it gave us so much gold that this trial was unbelievably funny. It was bad, but it was funny at the same time because how god awful this woman will lie. It's like holy shit, like she's something, she's I'll be honest with you. That's kind of the reason why I you know she's a looker, absolutely. But goddamn, you hear the shit that she's done, you're like, nah, man, I'm good. I'm good. Like the what's the old phrase? What's that phrase? Don't stick your dick in crazy. Johnny Depp paid for the ultimate price, bro. And I don't doubt, she was part of something, but that man paid the ultimate price. And he's, I don't doubt he asked himself, was it worth it? I'll be honest with you. I don't think so. I don't think so. I don't think it was. I for sure. I mean, personally, for me, I don't think it was worth it. Oh, great. Ooh, Chibidoki, the funniest falls ever. This 3 hours long. Oh my god, this has to be like a whole session. That has to be it. There ain't no way that's like super cut. But damn, look at that. Saba being honest about other streamers platforms. You mean streaming platforms? How to collab? Avoid that. Oh yeah, I know, man. Like sometimes I'm like, should I be on Twitter? Should I be on Kick? Twitch right now it's just what is it? It's just not really worth it. And yes, Rexy, I absolutely agree. Some men like crazy women, absolutely. But man, like, do you really think I question if if the if the outcome of the craziness that some men would experience, like, you got to question, is it really worth it for them at the end of the day? Like, is it really worth it? Because I'll be honest with you, I mean, it's true, some men really do like some men do like crazy women, but god, is it really worth it? To be honest, is it really worth dealing with someone that's that fucking crazy? Maybe. But yeah, man. Anyway, honestly, yeah. But anyway, what I was saying earlier was that, I mean, sometimes I see the things are right now with the what is it, with the streaming platforms and the thing like that, and I'm like, I can fix her. He says, oh boy, yeah, oh yeah. But for sure, man, 100%. But yeah, sometimes I think about, go to, what is it, multi streaming to Kick, maybe to Twitter. Um, on Twitch, I heard that they're making shit way worse on Twitch. Like, you can't, like, even though they say that you can multi stream, but you can't acknowledge when people donate or subscribe or whatever, give subs and such. Um, on Twitch, which I'm like, bro, why did you even make that as a rule? That is super retarded. Like, what's the whole point of multi streaming if you can't even acknowledge what the others are doing without supposedly alienating the people? What is it? The people on Twitch? It's like, they're just doing retarded moves, honestly. So I think soon enough I'll probably set up accounts. I mean, I already have my Twitter account set up because I have a Twitter. I just don't really use it too often. I'll be honest with you, my Twitter is basically just like not safe for work practically. Um, but yeah, and then I will probably make a like a kick account or something. But sometimes I'm just like, man, and the part is that I would literally still be on Twitch if they just didn't do what they're doing right now on like on the crazy shit that they're doing. But hey, man, what is it? If they want to support a fucking terrorist, then what is it? A dude that sides with terrorists all the time, then so be it, man. I don't honestly. You what is it? You're gonna do that shit? Then all right, man. I'm not gonna care what is it about your guys' downfall. I'm not. Opinion on Hassan? I'll be honest with you, man. I don't like what he's doing on to the platform at all. I do think that he's making the platform significantly worse. The more and more and more that well, it's not just him alone. It's also the moderation team as well that side with his political views and takes and such. Because with all that there, that man it is single handedly destroying the platform. Because I'll be honest with you, when I saw remember that one video from what was that guy's name? Was it Quincy Stacy or whatever? It's a clip where the guy was like, "Now I'm only making $2,000 instead of it being like 10,000 or something like that." To that, you got to question, how is that happening? Is it because like advertisers are pulling out because they're just leaving, or maybe something bigger is happening? And it turns out, yeah, something bigger is happening. And I'll be honest with you, if I was an advertiser and if I saw that a dude with a that gets massive audience that says, "Hey man, what is it? I support the Houthis. I support what is it? What's the guy's name? Asra Salah, where the fuck his name is." Um, that and on top of that, being like and telling everyone, and pretty much telling literally your whole group of friends who you're having a podcast with, that's like, yeah, man, I love the what was that flag called, whatever it was, what is it, especially to a group that I think half of them on that podcast were gay, like very openly gay. And the organization that he supports very much, a very much, well, not gonna say kind words, straight up kill people. What is it that are gay? It's like, bro, what the fuck are you doing? And yeah, man, I truly believe that Hassan is the main reason why the platform is why the advertisers are leaving. Because I'll be honest with you, if I saw that, I will leave too. And if I was Amazon and saw that, hey, these advertisers, I wonder if they know that advertisers are leaving Twitch, and if they are, why are they letting this happen? And if they aren't, I'd be like, what are you guys doing? So either way, Amazon just looks stupid, you know, for letting these things happen and continue to happen. But I mean, if they let it happen and continue to happen, maybe they know about all of this, and maybe there'll be a moment where Operation Clean House would happen. Completely remove the CEO, completely what is it? Replace the CEO, replace the moderation team and everything, and everyone gets a fair what is it established rules and stuff. But I'll be honest with you, Hassan solely is destroying this platform. I'll be honest with you. I know a while back, what's his name? Asman had his own controversies. The thing that he said, you know, I get that. What he say? What he say? He said something about like I think Israel is like an inferior culture or something like that. Was it Israel or was it Palestine or something like that? I don't remember. But something like that. But it did bring a lot of controversy for what he said, and that's that there practically kicked off the that I will agree that that did kick off the uh what was that thing called the Twitch apocalypse. I think that's what they call it, Twitch apocalypse. I don't doubt that it started, that happened because of of them too. It wasn't just Hassan. It was also Asmongold as well. But I think Asmongold really reeled himself back and really really looked at what he was thinking and saying and things like that. But the other dude, it just kept on going, kept on handling all that, kept doing all that stuff and kept in doubles, triples down and all that stuff. And I'm like, bro, you alone are destroying this platform, and the moderation team absolutely agrees everything that you're fucking saying, and they don't ban you for it or anything like that. And it's like, nah, man, I'm good. I'm done. I'm leaving. It's like, here's the thing. I don't have a whole lot of people that was even watching me on what is on Twitch to begin with. I had like over like how much people that I had on there? I think it's like 100 something. 122 followers. Okay, I had over that much. So I had some people, some people on occasion will watch me and things like that. And I'm like, I'll be honest with you, not a whole lot, really isn't. But to me, I'm just like, I'm willing to let that go because I really hate the way how Twitch is right now. I hate it. And now they're enforcing that one rule where you can't even acknowledge the other people because it alienates your Twitch viewers. Nah, I'm like, nah, fuck that. I'm good, man. I'll come back when they clean house. I'll come back when they replace the moderation team and the CEO. All of them, and maybe and you know what? Even if that's not gonna be the case, I'll come back when Hassan's permanently banned for sure. Now that I think about it, I think YouTube handled stuff like this with the ad apocalypse. They absolutely did. At the well, I mean, we all know about the ad apocalypse, why it happened, but when all those when the events when the ad apocalypse happened, YouTube implemented the what was it the demonetization system. They That's when they implemented the whole reason why to the YouTube implemented the reason why to add demonetization, being able to do like video reviews and things like that, even though like uh even though uh even though some of the bot reviews can be pretty damn annoying, I get that. But it is not the way how old YouTube was. You literally put out a video and you just make money off of it. Not anymore. Now you got to be extra careful. I think a little too careful, but yeah, man. But anyway, Rexy, you got to go to bed. All right, I'm just gonna chill out for a little bit. I'm probably gonna hop off because it's gonna be a short stream anyway. Probably gonna make myself a ghetto burrito. Maybe two of them. But all right, man. You have a good one. Have a good night. See you Friday because I won't be live on Thursday. I won't be live on Thursday because I gotta get up early for Friday. So I won't be on for Thursday. But anyway, you have a good one. All right. Have a good night. See you Friday. Peace. Oh man, what a day! Watch movies. Watch some movies. Popped out the good old DVD because there was just a fucking service blackout. So that was fun. Yeah, luckily, Luckily, I had some offline games to play. Single player games. That's the reason why I bought single player games, man. Because I'm like, I don't want to rely on just solely playing online only games. I need to buy some offline ones, and guess what? Fucking worth it, man. Anyway, I'm just gonna chill out for a bit.